Hello, Savannah, and welcome to Real Talk Savannah. I'm so excited to be here. This podcast is a passion of mine. I knew it always was there. I have another podcast and I'm a business owner here. I'll tell you a little bit about my backstory. I'm born and raised in Savannah. My mom liked to move a lot locally when I was little. So I went to Calvary. I went to Puller Elementary. I went to Bryan County. I went to Groves. I went to more schools. My mom moved a lot locally. My mom is a nurse here. My dad passed away when I was a kid, tragically. But that's okay. And my grandfather has a church right outside of Puller. But again, I'm born and raised here. My mom ended up getting a nursing degree. She worked at both hospitals. She did home health care. So I would be in the car with her going home to home in all neighborhoods in Savannah. Fast forward, I bartended for 10 to 12 years on and off. Always did it part-time. I've sold health insurance here. I have pretty much done it all. I got my real estate license about almost 7 years ago, and I also have had the Beettan company for 10 years. Always giving thanks to my community. I could not have done it without Savannah. So Savannah is near and dear to my heart, which has brought on the passion for this podcast. And this podcast is really just because Savannah is an onion. You peel it back and you think you know more, and it just keeps on going. Being born and raised here, being in so many different parts of Savannah, whether I always joke, I've served you a drink, I've sold you insurance at one time, I've maybe sold you a house, helped you find a place for your business because I also love commercial real estate, or I've seen you naked because I've spray tanned you. So I'm very immersed into this city and this community, and I'm very proud of that. I'm a very extroverted person. I love my community. I love meeting new people, and I love welcoming new people to the community and telling them about my journey, but also helping them get acclimated. I love introducing people. I love networking. And so that's why this podcast is so important to me. It's because Savannah is such a quirky, wonderful gem of a place, and sometimes it can be a little confusing. There's a ton of history here. There's a ton of history that is still being carried into the current day-to-day politics, permits. So we are setting out. We're on a mission to get different guests on the podcast to ask the questions that we're all confused about and get answers, but also give these people a platform, because a lot of these jobs, whether you're an alderman, a mayor, a city official, a sheriff, or you're volunteering in some type of way, or you work for the Historical Society, or you work for the MPC, or you're a realtor, and there's more realtors than real estate, or you're the eyes and ears of the city, like the bartenders of the city, you're a small business owner here, you're dating here. No matter what it is, Savannah's special. It's a very special place. People get stuck here, they say, but I hate to put it that way. Savannah gives you a big hug and doesn't let you go. And it's home for a lot of people. And that's a true testament to a city in the South. With some good old boy, we're very different than Charleston. It is very easy to get acclimated here and to build strong bonds and strong friendships. We're very welcoming. It's a very special city. So this podcast is to connect all of the dots, as a business owner, as a realtor, as a single woman dating here, as a single mom who raised a child here. This podcast is to connect all the dots, to connect you to the people, to understand the city, but to also appreciate it the way that I do. I would not be where I am, and I came from a pretty rough background. I lost a dad. And my community is what helped me get where I am as a business owner, as a realtor, as a mother. My son is in college, and I owe that a lot to my community. So if you're moving here, investing here, opening a business here, renting here, bartending here, this podcast is going to connect all the dots to the neighborhoods, to the people, to the business owners, to get you to the place, or to kind of give you a roadmap and some insight to the city based on my my experience, my journey, but also all of the guests that we've handpicked to be on the show. And I think you're going to get a lot out of it because this community has so much to offer. This community was my college. Like, I learned so much just from being immersed within it and meeting the people who are moving here from all over, but also the people who are just as integrated into it as me. I am a local. I'm born and raised here. There aren't that many of us, but I am one of them. So I'm so happy that you guys are here. I'm so glad that you're listening. I'm very passionate about this podcast, and I can't wait for you to see what all we're going to do this year. Okay, guys, tune into our episode that is coming up, and we're going to talk real estate. We're going to talk lending, actually, with one of our local lenders, and you're going to realize how working with a local lender is really important, especially in the city of Savannah, but also how easy it is and how many resources that there are in the state of Georgia and the city of Savannah, and locally the resources that we have. I know that everything is going online these days and it's so easy to fill out an application, but we're going to show the importance of dealing with someone locally. We're going to show you the benefits of dealing with someone locally, and we're really excited that we had this guest on board because it opened it opens your eyes to things and resources that are out there that no one knew. No one knew that they were there. And I love that we had Dana on, who was willing to come on and speak all things lending. And there's so much more out there than you realize. So I'm so grateful for the community that we have in Savannah, and I'm grateful for Dana for coming on and putting herself out there. She was nervous, but she did so well, and she spoke so eloquently. So we've got some really good, awesome local lenders, and she's one of them. So yeah, tune in and learn all things lending, especially coming into a year where interest rates are finally going down. So tune into the next episode.